Hello everybody, hope you're having a lovely day today. Today I am here with one of my favourites, Lexianna, or Ruby, or whatever you're called. I thought I'd do something a little different to this channel. I know so many of you like my Q&As, so why not do a Q&A with a friend? So I chose Lexianna to do this one, because she's come up from her hometown. Well, it's not your hometown, is it? You've only been there 18 months. Anyway, so obviously today's a nice Q&A, and I've got some questions here that Shitbag has written for us, and some questions that you guys have sent me in as well.
Thank you, Shitbag.
Yeah, that says a lot if your own fiance is calling you shitbag. Actually, I'll let you choose a question. Do you want to pick a question? It could be literally a random one.
What were your first impressions of each other?
And who was that from? Shitbag. Okay, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Well, we've been off and on friends for like all our lives, basically.
15 and a half years?
Yeah. And in high school, well, I can't remember my first impression of you when you started school. I can't remember that far behind.
Neither can I. I remember you. I remember part of you, but I can't remember anything else.
But
there's a photo of us holding hands somewhere, but I can't find it.
At college, when you came in, I was like, oh crap. But I was like, you know what? I just want to be nice. Like, let's be nice to each other. We don't have to be friends. If we can do that, then there's no problems.
Yeah. And what do you think of me now?
You're my best friend.
I know. My first impression of you was, obviously at primary school, I was just like, okay, I think we could be really good friends here. I can't really remember that much from primary school, but when we went to secondary school, we bloody hated each other. We honestly did. Because of a mix-up involving two other people, and it kind of went all tits up. So enough about that. Because when I started college, I was like, okay, it's a nice brand new start, and I came in to the classroom, and there was literally no one that I knew, so I was like, how am I going to cope? And then when she walked in the door, and my face literally froze, because I ended up meeting a TA beforehand who turned out to be the loveliest lady ever, and I call her my college mum because she was amazing. That was Kerry, wasn't it? Kerry was amazing, and then Lexianna came in, and I was like, oh shit, it's going to be all ruined now, because we're going to have to share teaching assistants, and it's going to end up in a massive set of rows all over again. I became friends with Rachel, you became friends with Rachel, and then that kind of brought us together in a way, like to the point that you fell off a table and almost broke your nose. Yeah, so I think that's the story of our friendship. I think we haven't had any we've had fallouts and stuff.
That's normal.
But that's normal. Like, you and Amy have fallouts, but that's different because you're in a relationship, but we're not.
Yeah, but if you think about it, every kind of whatever it is still a relationship.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be
a friendly relationship or a loving relationship. Less detail about that. So obviously, I think Rachel was partly the reason that we kind of made friends.
More than likely.
I think without her, we wouldn't have been as close as we are today.
I don't think that's true. I think we would at some point be friends, but it would have taken a bit longer. Yeah.
And then obviously we became friends, and then we weren't friends, but we started to get on a bit more slowly I think we started in September, and then by the end of the October we started getting really close. We've already answered this one. When and where did you first meet? We met at primary school.
Primary school, then school, and then college.
Yeah, so technically we went to the same school. Obviously, Lexianna was the year above me, so technically I kept following her in everywhere she went. Like, I followed you to primary school, I followed you to secondary school, I followed you to college.
I think Destiny was trying to say that we were meant to be friends.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
I think there's a bit of destiny in that.
And our parents used to work together before our time.
Before even we were born. I didn't even know that.
I didn't realise until your dad told us the other day. That's insane.
I didn't know that we... I don't think my dad and your dad were friends, but they did know each other.
Yeah, they were acquaintances and work colleagues. It's like me and a few people at my workplace. I get on with some, and then some people I'm like, nah. You know what I mean? But I'm still cheerful with them, nonetheless. Okay, what made you become friends? You've already answered that one and all. I think it was because, obviously, like I said before, it was
It was
partly.
Rachel. It was Rachel that got us together in college. We're
And
not
I really
together,
liked
like
Rachel
friends,
back then. Well, I still do like Rachel, but you know what I mean.
like friends. But I think what made us friends in primary school is that we both needed help more.
Yeah, I think we needed
So
more
we
support in
needed-
college,
yeah.
and we happened to be sitting on the same row of seats, and it became a regular thing. That's the thing. We chose the seating. We had to choose our seating plan in college, and we were always next to each other.
That is true, actually.
Yeah, we chose our seating plan, and we were sat next together, all to each other. And I was in the middle, and you were on the other side. Do you remember that one time I came in one day and I was in such a shitty mood? I came in and your computer was broken, so you sat at my computer and I got into a massive hissy fit, which caused you to get into a hissy fit, and then you just got your bag and slammed your bag and sat somewhere else. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That was awful. I am so sorry. That was
Okay.
that was not my day. I don't know what happened that day, but it must have been something really bad for me to be in that mood because I'm never usually like that, as far as I'm concerned. What are your hopes for the future? I'm in my job at the moment, so hopefully I'll be able to train up to be a supervisor of some sort. And my current plans are to be able to find a job that, like, obviously I love my job, but if I was in the same workplace with the same people and a way higher amount of hours, I would definitely have done it. I'd buy myself a nice flat that's not too expensive and it isn't too tatty and shit and too small, and just find a nice little flat because this town's quite expensive to rent houses and flats. So I've got to go to a surrounding town, and one of our surrounding towns is where Lexi and Amy will be moving to, like this year, hopefully this year. Because they said the same last year. They said, "Oh, 2017 is when we're moving back here." I was like, "Bullshit! It's January 2018. You haven't even packed your bag yet." So yeah, that's my career and home jobs done. Thoughts done. What about you?
Mine is basically to move back here
Yeah.
because we don't really like it where we are now. Funniest, most embarrassing moments / stories.
That's what I knew you were going to say. Right. I can think of so many, but I don't know which one to say first.
Probably the table full.
The table ball. I think I've said that to a lot of these viewers, especially my early videos. I've definitely said that you've had fallen off tables a lot. And the second one, there was this one time that we were on a swing.
Yes.
There was this massive tyre swing in our local park.
Oh my god.
And then you were stood there. Me and Rachel stood either side of you on the swing. And then I was like, no, this is too dangerous. So I jumped off. So obviously I jumped off and then the swing went BAM! So that led Lexi to fall forward and hit her nose onto Rachel's shoulder. Mind you, it was your fault, Rachel. Your shoulder was too bony. Our teaching assistant. There was the one time I wanted to reenact that table fall just for her entertainment.
And then it went all wrong again.
It went real. It turned real.
We were accident prone back then.
You still are. You're covered in a puddle yesterday. Actually, we've had quite a lot, haven't we?
What?
So many embarrassing stories. That one time. This wasn't really funny for you at the time. It's probably something you'd like to look back on. The park that we were talking about in question, we had walked in there one summer's day, and I kept behind because I had to call my mum up. So Lexi and Rachel went straight into the park, and there was this undercover police officer that was telling us that we weren't allowed in there. And then you two were so stroppy after that. And then we went back to college. I had to deal with those two shitheads for an hour, being all stroppy because they weren't allowed in the park. And then they had to go back down there because Lexi forgot her earphones. Do you remember that? You were so annoyed. You probably still are annoyed.
Worst fight.
Oh, I know exactly what to say for that answer. We were literally just talking about it yesterday. Right. Lexi has a tendency to date all of these girls, like not at once, but this is before Amy came along. She had this tendency to date all these girls, and there was this one girl who was quite funny. I like taking the shit out of. And once I sang a song with her name in it, but it wasn't her actual name. It was like a parody of her name, and then you literally went down on me like a bloody ton of bricks. And that was it. It got all silent and awkward, and so it kind of got really bad. And then the next day, it kind of got a bit like I can't remember what it was. Something happened. I thought we'd made up that night, and then later on you saw me in the staff room talking to someone, and then you walked out and just dropped.
Oh yeah, I remember. I think it was something about my grandma, and I misheard it.
One time, just over 2 years ago, we used to have rows every week.
Every week?
We honestly had rows every week in that time. We honestly did. If you were animals, what would you be and why? I'd be a cat so I could just sleep around and not do any housework. Meow.
I think I'd be a lioness protecting my cubs.
Ah.
Because I am a bit protective.
Do an impersonation of a lion and I'll give you a straight face.
I can't. I honestly can't. So.
How about you mime it and I'll do the noise? Actually, I'll look away and you do it. 1, 2, 3.
You're an idiot.
Do it again. Do it again. Oh, I'm having a shit. What is your favourite and least favourite TV show?
That is difficult.
Because I know what my favourite show is, but I don't know what my least favourite show is because I'm not really that much of a television person. But I'm a lover of Hollyoaks. That's what I do love. But I'm not sure what my least favourite show is because I've never watched enough shows to determine which one's the worst.
Well, I do love The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
That is one of my favourites.
I've never watched. I never watched that. I've never watched that. That's the thing. Amy was like referring to us all as like the Big Bang Theory characters, and I had no idea what she's talking about. I was like, "What bollocks is Amy talking about now?" Honestly.
Places you have always wanted to go. There's two actually. I want to see the Northern Lights because I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's true, but you can see all those pretty colours and like animals and stuff. I don't know if it's true, but I know there's pretty lights. I like that. And then probably Cape Town because that's where my grandma was brought up, and I would want us like. Oh, I don't know if her home is knocked down now or what, but I would like to like see where she's brought up.
Yeah.
And just be around that environment and just see like things that she would have seen when she was like a little girl or a teenager.
That's what I would have loved. I would have loved to, if I could afford it, I'd go to Cape Town with you. Have you ever been abroad?
No.
Never? You've never been abroad?
No.
Neither have I.
I've never seen a reason why I need to leave this country.
The weather?
I know, but I like the weather though. I don't like sunshine.
Oh, probably because you're a vampire. The last question, this sounds like a really stupid question, but if you were a food, what would you be and why?
I don't know. Like, that's a weird question.
Oh, I know what you would be.
What?
In your chick magnet days, you would have been alcohol because all the women would drink you until they literally couldn't walk. What was that? What the fuck was that? Oh, I'm gonna call Amy.
Oh, actually, don't put this in the sitcom, in the video. But I could just be food myself because.
Do you remember one of those vlogs I did, like back in, like, this was like a good couple of years ago, when we were doing the A to Z challenge and Rachel's at it?
Yeah.
And you were going, cucumber up.
Cucumber up.
I had a dodgy mind back then.
Lexi, you're not a food. Some people might disagree. Lexi, you're not a food. You're not a food.
Some people might disagree.
Okay, guys, I really hope you. I'm saying why yet. So sit up, you lazy ass Parker. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed this video. What do you want my viewers to give me, Lexi?
Loads of
Thumbs
down. No, up. I mean,
thumbs up, not down, but up. Not down, but up. Up, 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 up. Yeah, do give this. Do give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see a video every once in a while. I'll leave a link to Lexianna's channel down below where you talked about glittery shits. And that was over a year ago. That was so funny though.
glitter shit.
Yeah, so if you want to watch that video, see what Lexianna's going on about, just click on the link to her channel and you'll find it there. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody.